Okay, now I'm going to show you how to edit some files, and first of all we're going to start using something called Deepskystacker. This is version 4, it's completely free and it allows me to select some files which I picked out earlier. So what I'm going to do first of all is put all the files in. So I'm going to start with some dark files. So I've got these pictures here which I put in. These are all dark, so they're all taken with a lens cap off. A lens cap on, so it's not taking a picture of anything, but all the settings. So they're all long exposures. They're all raw files. Next, I'm going to get my flat files. So I go to the same one here, Pinwheel Galaxy. These are my flats. Now these are the ones which are actually taken with a light source, and again they're designed. Then I'm going to take my offset bias files. I think I've got some here for these. Let's go, where's the Pinwheel Galaxy here? My biased ones here. These are with the lens cap on and taken very fast. And then I need my picture files, the actual ones which are the pictures which have got something in them. These are the ones I probably should have started off with first. So Pinwheel Galaxy. And these are sometimes called my lights. And select all of those. Now, here they are. All these pictures are in here. And you can't see very much if I go onto one of the light pictures down here. You might be able to see the screen looks like there's absolutely nothing in it whatsoever. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select all the pictures in here. So just going to check all of them. So I'm just going to select them all first. And I check them all. Okay, make sure that all the pictures that I want to are checked. And then what I do is I think I need to register those checked pictures. So what it will do is after registering them and checking them all, looking for things like hot pixels, etc., it will select the best 80% of them and stack them. There's all sorts of advanced settings. I at the moment tend to leave them all on automatic. It's very, very tricky. So let's do those and click OK. So depending on your computer, will depend on how long it's actually going to sort of take yours to do. A friend of mine's got a 5-6-year-old laptop, oh no, maybe 10-year-old laptop, and he can be waiting for 20 minutes for this process to take. I tend to find mine's quite a modern computer which I've built myself, and it works pretty damn quickly. Will it get much out of these pictures? But it does. Let me just show you while that's processing there. Let me just see if I can show you one of the pictures here. So let's pick out one of these here. Well, I don't know if you can see here. There you've got the stars here, but there's a galaxy just here. But it's really quite hard to pick out with this at the moment. Let me pick out another one of the pictures. These are all raw files. There's another. There is, I promise you, a galaxy just there. Here we go. So here is the picture. And you might already be thinking, right, okay, well I still can't see much more in that picture. There is meant to be a galaxy there, etc. It isn't easy to sort of see where that is. So what I'm going to do now is that autosave TIFF file. I'm going to take that now, and you can take it into Lightroom or Photoshop and see what more you can get out of it. So that's the next thing. I'm going to show you how now I'm going to edit that in Photoshop. See what we can see. Now it's a TIFF file. It's a big file. And there we go. There we have. Hopefully you can see the picture. I'm just going to move some buttons around a little bit, so hopefully that you can see this a little bit better. Okay, here's the list of things, the process that we're going to do. Okay, when we're processing these in Photoshop. I don't have Gradient Exterminator, but we're going to basically run these and sort of talk you through it as I go through. So, first off, often recommended to sort of to give the picture a quick crop first, and supposedly the theory behind that a little bit is that if you take away some of the edges, because they're, that the lens has a bit of an impact on those. I'm not quite sure how or where, so I'm going to crop that slightly. I'm just going to move that up so you can see what I'm doing here a little bit more. Let's just zoom in on that a little bit and move it up there so you can see it as well. Next, what we're going to do next is adjust the levels. So we're going to go on to Image, Adjustment and Levels. And what I'm going to try and do with this now is just try and bring in the galaxy starting to come out a little bit there now. What I'm then going to do is convert it to a 16-bit image. So what I'm going to go to Image, and I think it's going to go to Image Mode, and we're going to go to 16 bits channel. Okay, just to make some of the adjustments that we need to. Now I then get this amazing box. Now I don't know if you can see already there. Look at the difference already that that's taken with the picture. Okay, look at that. That is just such an amazing difference here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we get this sort of HDR toning box comes up, and what we're going to do, we're going to change this here to local adaptation, which I think is already expected to, and exposure and gamma. This is the one we're going to use. Okay. You might think that looking it into local adaptation already looks better with that one, but I'm going to go with this one for the moment. Okay, so we change that there. Now we're going to go and change the curves. So we go on to Image, Adjustment and Curves. And here, what we're going to do, now I'm not very great at sort of doing sort of curves, but what I'm going to try and do is get a curve that hits it into here like this. Maybe take it a little bit more up there, like that. Okay, that looks a little bit washed out. Okay, we sort of don't want to worry about too much about that. Okay, click OK on that one. Now I've got these tools which I've downloaded called Astronomy Tools version 1.6, and there's all sorts of clever little tools on this one. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to enhance the deep sky objects and reduce the stars. So here, enhance, and so I'm going to select that one. Oops, and run that one there. Okay, that's now finished, but it looks very grey and washed out. So what I'm going to go back into here and do another curves adjustment, and I'm going to sort of set. We're going to set the dark point here, the black point here, and we're going to go for a point along here. Well, I've got 5 by 5 average. There we go. Amazing what a difference that looks like, and already you can now start to see sort of quite more detail. Let me sort of just zoom in here, and hopefully already you can start to see the detail of that galaxy and nebula coming through. I mean, I just, whoops, cancel that. I just think that's now becoming sort of quite stunning from what we originally picked out. Now, if I didn't have all those shots, if I didn't have all that layering, that detail wouldn't be there in the pictures in the way that you actually sort of want to get it. There is a lot more I can do to try and do that now, but I just wanted to show you that that's a very rough guide. You need to look at sort of more detail. There's lots of books, there's lots of videos to sort of try and help explain how to do all these things. So I hope that's given you a taste of it. It's probably feeling now it's incredibly complicated that you're never going to do it, but do give it a try. That Deepskystacker works just as well with just taking if you just want to take pictures of the Milky Way and stack them all in there, that's absolutely fine, but you can also blend them in Photoshop. There are lots and lots of different ways. The Deepskystacker is perfect for really sort of trying to do sort of the smaller objects. Let's try the Orion Nebula, which is going to be coming up and it's really bright and easy. The Andromeda Galaxy, great for those. Even just with a 7200 zoom, you can get the Andromeda Galaxy. It's amazing, well worth it. Okay, I'll take any questions now. Thanks.